Welcome to lesson 4, meal preparation. So within this lesson, we're going to just be diving through and going into a little bit more deeper of how and what to expect for meal preparation and what you should be communicating to the customer. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. What counts as a meal for a 2-hour booking? Most of the time, a meal has protein, starch, veggies, etc. You have the flexibility to get creative. Now, what that means is your standard meal is not going to be you taking one meal and it's just going to have 3 sides. The meals can be very based upon what you choose to lay out, whether if it's soups, whether if it's pastas, whether if it's protein with sides. Like, you're able to get creative with the customer to dictate what meals are, especially if they are recommending menus. And if they're going to give menus, you just have to use your domain expertise and your knowledge to craft what meals are going to be provided that will consist of 2 to 3 meals within that 2-hour booking. So as a standard, there should be 2 to 3 meals with 4 to 6 servings per meal. We always recommend batch cooking in large portions. That's going to allow you to provide the most value and allow for the customer to get the max out of the food that they purchase. Also, using ingredients that can be repurposed for other meals. That should be the goal and the focus. So if you are breaking down a chicken and you know you're going to be cooking for the customer next week, you might want to use the chicken bones to create chicken stock for the customer. You're not looking to make anything from scratch. You're looking to utilize different things that are going to be store-bought and things that can be made from scratch that are going to be a low barrier of time are things that you can include in, whether if it is a sauce or something that is already in the flow of whatever it is that you're doing. Remember, some customers are going to want things all the way cooked. Customers are going to want things semi-cooked where they can just go ahead and preheat it later. Sometimes customers are just going to want you to break down the meals into different containers, and they don't mind eating the same thing every single week. So as you can see, this is a sample of what some customers have had made with some of our pocket chefs. And you can see it's a variety of different things when it comes to what is considered meal prep or batch cooking. Once again, you're not focused on the traditional way of personal chefing. What you're looking to do is be very clear and listen to what the customer's pain point is, and then modify, adjust the menu and meals according to what meets their needs. So you're going to want to make sure you're very clear with your communication. You want to set the customer's expectation on what you're going to be able to deliver within that 2-hour time frame. Make sure you always take control of the call. And once again, as I continue to stress, have a Bible of 30-minute recipes. You want to make sure you have that Bible handy with you, because that's going to be key in saving you time. So one of the things that I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to be giving you an SOP, which you'll be able to find at the end of this, will be downloadable. It's going to take you through the day of booking, exactly what to do, how to maneuver. When you arrive to the customer's home, I'm going to provide a few sample menus and shopping lists of what we've used in the past. I'm going to give you a 15-minute and a 1-hour consultation script that you'll be able to walk through with the customer on the phone. And we're also going to give you just all the standard operating procedures of what we take our chefs through to be able to communicate, to be able to execute a 2-hour booking. And that's all you're going to need to really get started. You're going to have all of the information to be able to now bring in and continue to study and then implement that using the SOP and going step by step. And it's going to be very simple, and it's going to be broken down, and you'll use that to create a roadmap to be able to put what systems of process work in place for you. So that's all we have for chapter 3, and we're going to be moving on to chapter 4, the revenue model. But before we move on and we go on to chapter 4, there's one thing, and I know you guys know what's coming, that we haven't done for a few chapters now, and we need to go ahead and do that. So on a count of 3, I need you guys to repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. I can, I will, and I must. One more time. I can, I will, and I must. I'll see you guys over at chapter 4.